other things that you want to talk about? Well, we've talked about the weather. Now, here's something that kind of got me. And I was reading it, and we'd heard about this before. You know, people who don't want anything sports team to have Native American imagery. Because all the people suffering from white guilt have decided that Native Americans feel bad about this, and I'm not sure they do. But they've gone around threatening school districts because there's, those people, school districts want to be woke. They so want to be woke. And they're sitting there with their cat litter boxes in the restrooms, and they've got their, gender dysphoria stuff and all the other stuff that's going on in schools. So they're fertile ground for someone who wants to come in and be woke about Indian imagery. Up at Indian River Central. That's a school district. It's located near Philadelphia, New York. Includes Philadelphia, Antwerp, Theresa, Evans Mills, those areas. Many of you probably went to that school. Now, it's called Indian River Central because it's located near the Indian River. Now, the Indian River is not going to be renamed, nor is the school district, but the athletic team is no longer can be called the Warriors. Which is the irony. And here's one of the great ironies. Indian River has a large percentage of its student body are children of military at Fort Drum. And what have military people call themselves? Warriors. It's not a bad term. No, not a bad term at all. There's nothing wrong with it. The Warriors. Warriors are good things. They're fighters. They get her done. But we can't use the word warriors anymore. So now we're going to have a little vote up there in the school district, and I'm sure all the administrators love this. They're going to decide between the Wolves and the Rapids for a team. I read it on News Chunky just a little while ago. Can you believe it? A hater just texted me and said Cliff Olney got his degree. Well, so what if he went to Indian River? So what? So anyway, I don't know what you think about it, but up at Fort Drum, soldiers were marching. This was a effort to prevent suicide and a great cause because it's a real problem in the military and elsewhere. But you know what it's called? The Alpine Warrior Challenge. Alpine Warrior Challenge. Listen to that, liberals. Time to storm Fort Drum now and demand they no longer call it the Alpine Warrior Challenge because warrior is racist. Holy cow. Well, I don't know what to say about that, but I guess you're going to decide between the Wolves and Rapids. Now, there's already a Watertown Wolves and there's already a Rapids, that baseball team, and I don't think they have to change the Indian River name, but I think they should. Because the word Indian is racist. Now, somebody texted in, one of our most informed people who knows about athletic programs and other things, and he tells me, I was informed the other night that the Indian River School District is going to have to spend over $1.5 million. Now, somebody texted in, one of our most informed people who knows about athletic programs and other things, and he tells me, I was informed the other night that the Indian River School District is going to have to spend over $1.5 million to get all new uniforms and get the athletic field logos taken care of and all the rest of the signage and swag that goes with the Warriors. So we're going to spend $1.5 million to assuage, if you will, the liberals, the dainties, the people who are ruining our country. One name at a time. Terrible. $1.5 million. I don't doubt that. Think about it. Got to change the turf field. And what's wrong with Warriors? Tell me. Call me. I'll take any call. I'll give you free reign on the phone. Free time. You can say whatever you want. You can call me names if you want. Even the jerk who calls in and calls me names. He can call too. Yeah. Go ahead. Tell me what's wrong with the word warrior. in Indian River, I don't know. Was it a river that was just near some Indians? Did some Indians swim in the river? Are they from India? I don't know. You tell me. 755-1240 is our phone number, and you can get on the air and say whatever you want. Yeah. I don't know. I imagine there's some people out there. There's got to be a constituency for this stuff, though. Don't you think? I mean, there have to be people in the education system, teachers, administrators, who buy into this nonsense. But they don't want to go on the hotline. Good afternoon. You're on the air.